Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about the difference between bros and red, white, and royal blue. And the reason why I want to talk about it is because we're going to discuss the difference between how you can do two LGBT rom coms and how you do one terribly and one positively, because we're 1 week away from this movie dropping red, white, and royal blue, and this movie has already dropped and it's just been a hot mess of just bullshit. So we're going to talk about this, and I want to explain to you like how one movie you can get people to watch, and one how to turn your audience off. So as you guys know, Bros is a romantic comedy that dropped on what, last year, I believe. Who cares? Don't really care. You know how it goes. This while this upcoming movie Red, White, and Royal Blue is coming out 1 week from yesterday, August the 11th. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because this shows you how, like, if you stop leading with sexuality and have a good story, you can achieve all that you need without insulting your customer base and still get a major audience. So let's talk about this movie right here. You see what I'm saying? Like, you see how it doesn't really, you see how the character already starts off obnoxiously, like, do you want us to watch this movie or don't you? You know what I'm saying? Remember, this is supposed to be the main character. No, not at all. Not at all. This movie was hot shit from the get-go. It was hot shit. It was a terrible concept, honestly, overall. Like, I don't know what the hell they were thinking when they did this one. But yeah. Mm. You see what I'm saying? Vulgar at its finest. That is not how you get people in on trying to support you. This is not how this would work at all. I don't know what Billy Eichner was thinking when he came up with this, but if you want people to watch a LGBT rom com, you actually have to put some time and effort into it, and you have to put a story into it. Um, the problem is with this is it was so stereotypical. It was all of the pot shots and stuff like that, and the constant attack on straight people. It's just like, oh, okay, as a straight person, you want me to watch and support your movie, but then you're talking about how terrible straight people are, and you're doing like this whole LGBT history museum thing, and you're being very obnoxious about it and vulgar about things that's not a turn on, that's a turn off, honestly. um but yeah, I just uh, yeah, because that's what you do. You go, and when executive asking you to pitch an ideal or whatever, and then you go and throw a temper tantrum on him when he's trying to like actually work with you to tell a story, even for the ESG scores that they love having in these companies. That just seems to be bull crap on bull crap. Look at that. Mm. I mean, and then this song is horrible. Ugh. See? Like, why the hell did you think that that was a good scene to show? Like, come on now. Nobody needed to see Billy Eichner's butt in a trailer. Again, just because it's R rating doesn't mean that you have to be vulgar about it. You gotta learn what to push and what not to push. You get what I'm saying? Um, and and especially again when the target audience already isn't straight people in the first place. So when you do things like this, it's going to be a turnoff. Like, look, now here we go. Oh, here we go. See, look at this. Look at this nonsense. Look at this nonsense. Like, all right, here we go. Here we go. Like, that's what I'm saying. You see what I mean? Like, of the obnoxious nature of it all. Remember, this is supposed to be a rom com, and this guy right here is supposed to be the love interest of Billy Eichner's character in the movie. So, like, look at that. Like, what was that? That wasn't funny. It was kind of gross. Like when you're doing a rom com about the two people, and then you're seeing a foursome happening. Just yeah, yeah, no, nothing. See, look at this. This is supposed to be a movie about these two, but yet, what are we seeing? I cuss out every other second. Yeah, and the children did not. The children did not help at all. Like no, no, Jesus Christ. Jesus Lord. Jesus Lord. Like, no, see, this is how you do everything wrong and how you turn your audience off. Now, let's look at this movie. Sorry. You see how it opens up, it focuses on the two main characters, the two leads, which are funny. Um is very charming. It opens up very charming. It kind of gets you involved into the movie. It doesn't it doesn't make the characters feel obnoxious. And that's the problem. Oh shit. Yes. Let me I am so sorry. I had I drew a blank when I was about to say something. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yes, look what you got. You have two good looking young guys playing the main characters. And look at that. The whole cake scene is hilarious. And look, there go Uma Thurman, somebody that you know. And that's another problem with Bros that I also want to bring up is that you have people that you don't know in this movie. I couldn't tell you nothing. The only reason why I know about Billy Eichner is because he was on social media like complaining about us not watching the movie. But I know Uma Thurman. I know what I know I know Uma Thurman, and I know Nicholas Genzine. I hope I said his name right. I hope I said his name right. And I know Taylor Zahara Perez because they both been doing rom coms for Netflix, which gives them a large audience. You have Sarah Zahid, who, if you didn't remember, she was in Black Adam. She was the mom. You have Clifford Collins Jr. as well, and you know what I mean. Like you have several people that can pull in an audience with their names alone because people are familiar with them. While Bros, I couldn't tell you anybody's name in this movie, but I can tell you names of people in this movie right here. Um, and you see how fun and charming it is. Look at that. You see what I'm saying? Look at it. Both of them are charming people. Both of them have a following. Like I said, they both did rom coms and stuff like that. So they've already gotten a major female audience on both sides. And they've done several movies. I know Kissing Booth 2 is probably the well-known one, and Purple Hearts for him, but they have done other movies. I'm just going by with the fact that these two have been on several Netflix movies and shows or whatever and stuff like that. So you already got something going on right there. But this is how you, because remember, like I said, this is also a rom-com that is all also R rating compared to this one. Which one would you need to watch? That as a straight person, which one would you sit here and watch? Most people will probably choose Red, White, and Royal Blue over Bros, because why would I want to watch a movie where I'm being insulted about my sexuality while this one is just trying to tell a story? You know how every LGBT person be like, "Oh, I just want to be normal. I just want to be normal. I just want us to, I just want, I just want to do this movie where LGBT people feel normal and stuff like that." Okay, well, great, cool, great. Do a movie like that, and they're doing it right now with this one. Apparently, this is based off of a book too that is a New York bestseller by Casey McQuinnan. I hope I said this person's name correct. I believe the person is a female. I'm not for sure, so don't quote me on that. But the book was successful, and they did a movie adaptation on it. And of course, the story is basically about the president's half Latino son falling in love with the Prince of England, Henry. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like simple yet satisfying. And then even then, let's look at the like to dislike ratio. 14 thousand 24K. You know what I'm saying? And I already know this is on the Universal Australia one, so I'm quite sure the original one was way more than this one. But 11K dislikes and 141. So people clearly like this movie more so than this movie. You get what I'm saying? No, that too, sweetheart. Oh, I love that line. He's like, and you're wearing lifts. Know that too, sweetheart. See, there goes Zara right there. So if you see Black Adam, which familiar, she has a following, bam, you can watch her in this movie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, hanging out with this guy, and I have no idea. I think this is a Lil Nas song. So, don't ask me what it is. I don't care because I don't really like Lil Nas. But you see how the first minute of this movie is very charming. It's setting up the characters. It's focusing on the two leads compared to Bros, which didn't focus on the two leads. Like, how the hell you do a movie, a rom com about the two lead characters, which again I don't even know what their names were, and then you have Alex and Henry. They let you know from the get go it's their story. This didn't even tell you the story of those two guys. Like, how the hell does that work? You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely no logical sense. Ugh. And then that's where they dropped the ball, where they were like, bam, now they're kissing. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, when I was watching this movie, when I watched this trailer, because like I said, how I saw it was I saw a short where the cake scene happened, and I just thought it was funny. So I didn't have any any reference to anything until I saw the trailer, and I was like, "Oh, this is an LGBT thing." But because the trailer was interesting and because the moment was funny, I didn't feel offended. I didn't feel like they were insulting me as a straight person. I felt like they weren't shoving it down my throat like this one. This feels like they were trying to shove it down people's throats. And again, the two actors right here, um they talked about the movie. They've said nothing but good things. They didn't talk about if the fans didn't like it, don't watch it, blase blase, all that nonsense. The interviews that they have you are very charming, very funny. They are having a blast filming the movie from what they've shown. I know the writer strike is going down, so they can't really do as many interviews as they possibly can, but for the most part they enjoyed it. And that, but when you talk to Billy Eichner, and some of the people that were starring in this movie, it was like, oh, it's the sexist, homophobe people who hate gays and stuff like that. That's why they didn't go and see this movie, or that's why they have a problem with it because they just can't handle gay people being in movies. No, because they have seen movies with gay people in it. Moonlight and Brokeback Mountain and Big Girls Don't Cry, just to name a few major ones. And what don't Call Me by Your Name, I believe. See, it's like they're having fun. They're having fun. They're showing these characters having fun and interacting with each other. You know what I'm saying? That's how you have to do it. Yeah, moments like that one, they're hilarious. See, that's how you do it. You see what I'm saying? Like this, then they get into the meat of the story between the two characters. You see, you didn't see that with these two characters. Like, hold on, give me a second. I gotta go back. See, these two are supposed to be the main characters, but you didn't. When you go back and look at this trailer, when we scroll through the trailer, we barely see these two interact. But in Red, White, and Royal Blue, you see nothing but these two interact in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that Uma Thurman got that big old Southern drawl down her throat for this role. But that's what I'm saying. Like, again, let's look at it again. You know, look at them. See, charming. Get to still see them. Don't know nothing about them. Don't know nothing about them. Charming movie, insulting straight people throughout most of the movie, or making everything vulgar and uncomfortable. R rating, cussing, unnecessarily yelling and screaming. Main character doesn't seem likable. Charming main characters, very funny, very fun. Still R rating, but very rom com esque. If you're going to do a rom com trailer, you need to do more of this than whatever the fuck this was, because absolutely not. And I mean, absolutely not. You do not ever want to do a trailer like Bros. I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm just gonna tell y'all how it is. Um, I know some people are going to probably like this movie, and that's great. That's great. But if you ask me which movie I would watch over, I will watch this movie before I watch this one. And this movie was released in theaters in the UK, and it was special screenings in LA and New York City, I believe. Um, the budget for this one was retarded to the point where they lost a lot of money on this one. And I doubt that Amazon Prime is going to lose a lot of money on this movie anyway, because it's already done successfully well in its previews. The critics and fans are loving this movie from what I'm hearing. And August the 11th will come out. I don't know the budget for this movie, but I'm quite sure it's not as much as this one was, because this, holy crap, they spent a shit ton of money on this movie, and it didn't even make back its budget at all. So no, like you will want, like I said, if you want to do a rom com, go this route. Don't go this route, especially when you're doing same sex rom coms, because I don't feel insulted and stuff like that. Like, I don't even really watch rom coms, but because I know these two actors from previous movies, and because I know how funny they are in were how funny they were in the other movies that they've done, very dramatic rolling, very comedic moments right here, which I was like, oh, okay, I can watch this movie and probably be thoroughly entertained even if it is a LGBT story, but because these two actors are charming. And again, um, what Billy Eichner was trying to do was get nothing but gay, lesbian, trans performers to be in this movie. But the problem is a lot of us don't know these people compared to the straight leads. Like, yeah, these two are straight in real life and they're playing gay lovers on a movie. But which one would you I rather have two straight guys pretending to be gay for a movie that can get spotlight and get people to actually watch, buy the book, buy whatever merchandise I need them to buy, than a movie like this where I don't know nobody at all. I couldn't tell you nobody's name in this movie, but I can tell you several names in this movie. And I can tell you that these two are very charming because they got a good fan base, they got a good following. People are going to watch it and support it. So that you got to think. You just sometimes got to think. You just can't get whatever. And honestly, Billy Eichner isn't like don't like again. The only reason why I know is because he was on social media like bashing us and like telling us we better watch this movie, blase blase. And a lot of us didn't watch this movie. And honestly, another problem with that one, yes, this guy is a muscle bound person, but can anybody really name what's his name? I don't know his name. And again, Billy Eichner is not good looking. Honestly, as your main character, you will want your main character to look good. You will want your main character to look drop dead gorgeous. If you were going to do a bros movies like that, put these two in it. You probably would have got people to watch it. Or you put a person, you put people like you put people like a Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal in it because they have star power. They had a name. There are other straight men that you probably could have got to put in here that would have worked, that could have sold this movie, even if this movie was trash, to straight people that people actually want to see together, would have worked better than two anonymous gay guys that nobody knows anything about, really. I'm just being honest. So, hey, call it what it is. Call me whatever you want. I'm just being honest. I just really wanted to talk about the difference between Bros and Red, White, and Royal Blue and how you actually do a proper LGBT rom com movie for the audience that doesn't insult the audience. Like, because let's be honest, we know that these movies were made for LGBT audience, but just like Barbie, if you make the movie charming enough and you make it fun enough, people outside of the target audience are interested in it. Because even like for me, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm actually interested in this movie because of the fact that they were charming. The trailer made it kind of like a fun movie, and the little preview that I saw with the cake scene was very funny. That's why I wanted to see it. Not because I really care that they're LGBT couple. That's the farthest thing from my mind. I honestly, what I was thinking is that they were enemies and they were going to be friends, and that was really it. I didn't think that nothing else was going to happen because I wasn't familiar with anything that was going on. But it is what it is. Whatever, y'all do you. But one gets major likes, the other one gets major dislike. This tells you what to do and what not to do, Hollywood. That's all I'm saying. I just wanted to prove a point. Maybe do better next time, Hollywood. Do better. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comments section below. Do you guys agree with my opinions? Do you think I'm crazy? Did you guys watch Bros? Did you enjoy Bros? Are you going to watch Red, White, and Royal Blue? What do you think? Let me know. I'll take all comments and all that good stuff down below. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.